Hey YouTube, what's going on? It is time to give you guys an update on the nano tanks, and I'm sitting right in front of them here. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so we're gonna start off here with the 5-gallon Fluval Spec. Not too much has changed plant-wise, shrimp-wise, but as you can see, the white clouds are now back in this tank. This is actually the tank they originally started out in when I first got them. And I decided I would put them back in here for mainly one reason, and that is that it's harder for them to jump out of this tank with the lid that came with this tank. They were originally in my Cobalt Aquatics aquarium, and that glass lid unfortunately left a space on the sides. And you know, somehow they would still manage to jump out of there when they would get startled. So I did end up losing a few of the minnows, and it wasn't all at once, it was kind of just here and there. But anyways, they're back in this tank, they're looking happy, their colors are nice and bright. They have been showing spawning behavior, and as you can see, they are like to play in the flow. But other than that, everything's doing good in this tank. The shrimp are not quite reproducing quickly. Part of that is probably because I've taken the heater off of this tank and I'm kind of just running it at room temperature. So it sits at about 74, 75 right now, which is probably on their cooler side. So I am seeing some shrimplets in this tank, but it's not many. I'm sure that once wintertime comes and the heater is running again and it's really warm in this tank, they'll really start pumping out shrimplets. So that's pretty much it with this tank. We will go ahead and move over to the Cobalt Aquatics tank now. Alright, so if you've been following along on my videos, first thing you're probably going to notice is the neon touchers in this tank. And the second thing is that the scape has changed up a little bit. I decided to change up the wood. During a water change the other day, I kind of had a spark of inspiration, and this is actually 5 pieces of 1 piece of driftwood. I cut it up and it worked out perfectly. This is probably the best scape I've ever done in this tank, to be honest, and I'm really happy with it. But the other thing that's changed in this tank is, you can see, since the white clouds are no longer in here, I put my 15 neon touchers in here. These guys were originally slated to go into the 40-gallon breeder, but unfortunately a couple of things happened and I realized a few things that kept me from doing that. One thing is, I realized, and I don't know why I didn't think of this when I bought them, their temp requirements are a little bit cooler than what I'm running the 40-gallon at, and I don't want to lower the temperature in that tank really. So this tank opened up when I moved the white clouds and kind of sparked the inspiration for me to put the neons in here, and they look great. They are loving it. They can swim really well. I did lower the flow of the power head just because they're not from fast-moving waters like the white clouds are. But other than that, there's the cherry shrimp in this tank, and they are reproducing rapidly. I've kind of been culling out some of them and putting them into the 40-gallon breeder, into that colony. And the plants in here have been doing well. The light that's on this tank is the light that came with it, and it's been growing all the plants really well, even the highlight plants, kind of like the Pogo Stamen erectus in the back. That recently got a trim, so it's short right now, just like the Rotala. But we'll check back with this tank soon, and hopefully then we'll see how much the plants have grown in and really let this new scape grow into its own. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this little update of my nano corner. Stay tuned, I will be giving you guys an update of the paludarium. A lot has really grown in that tank, and I think we're really going to be enjoying what it's looking like. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next video, and of course, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and remember to subscribe.